Let's see. Can anyone see or hear me? I get a thumbs up in the chat. Anybody see me? Oh, wait, here we go. It's delayed. All right. All right, everybody. I kind of said hi to everyone in the chat. This is I started early, a little bit early. Kind of really wanted to start at 4, but I wanted to make sure that the audio was working and that you could see me okay. So, Carlos, you see me okay? All right, John, Alec, Harper, John. So awesome. Really, I said 4. I kind of assumed I was going to have audio problems. You guys that watch, the Whiskey Wisdom live on Friday night, representing my shirt here. We created a bingo card full of the stuff that normally happens on a live, and audio is almost always one of them. So that's good. So I'll kind of go through my plan for today. I'm going to go through most of what people have sent me. Some of it I've already gone through, a lot of it, and some of it's not. I've been wanting to do a haul video, but I wanted to do it on a live, on a big thing. 2,000 subscribers. Thank you so much. I don't even have words to say other than just thank you. And I will try to watch the chat and do book back and forth. It is just me here, so I will do my best. If I don't say hi to you or I miss it, don't take it personal. It's just because I'm not a very good multitasker. So, but I will go through the mail. I'll kind of go through this hand would be better. I'll go through the bar of what I have. When I started out a couple months ago, about 6 months ago, I had just a globe bar. It was about this big. If you watch a video, you can see everything that I had before. And it was kind of a little heavier on the scotch. I had other things to make mixed drinks and whatnot. And then bourbon started. So, because that's what you guys like. When I talk about tequila or scotch, the viewership kind of dips down in there. So I do what people want. So yeah, you see that willet. We'll talk about that willet on the shelf back there in a minute. Well, I'll get to that, JL. So really, I just want to say thank you. I'm humbled, so humbled by what people will watch my videos, and when you comment and you thumbs up and you like. And yes, Whiskey Panda, if you guys have a channel, check out Whiskey Panda, check out Carlos's Whiskey Corner. My mods do a great job of putting in other people's links. I want to do that. I do kind of want to have a hard stop at 5 today, 5 Central. Stacy at 4 Leaf Whiskey is having a live called Conic Kitty. I wish Sugar Kitty was here. Someone from that distillery. She does Irish whiskey. If someone has her link, put it in here. And that's kind of a big deal, I think, having someone from the distillery on. And I don't want to step on that. That's why I picked 4. I would have grabbed the 5 o'clock hour, but I didn't want to. I didn't want to step on her. So on her time, because she normally does one on Sundays. I might, if this goes well and we get enough people and I get enough likes. Looks like we got 16 likes and 28 people watching. If we get that number up there, I will. I may do one a month. I could do one a week if people really enjoy it, but I don't know what all I would talk about other than what happened in the hunt that week. And if there's a little bit of time left over, I will pull in the StreamYard. And I don't have the upgraded version, so I can only hold 6 people at a time. So if you're not talking, I'll have to rotate you out. But I don't know if we'll have open mic or not if we have time. So I am going to pour 2 pours tonight. I'm going to pour the Old Fitz, which this was gifted to me. I was sworn to secrecy, which I hate that people do that because I would love to give the person credit. I can't say whether they're in here or not, but thank you for this. This was a bottle I was hunting. It was the whole reason I was doing the Thanksgiving one that I slept in the parking lot. And if I hadn't slept in the parking lot, or I did sleep in the parking lot, I would have missed it anyway. So thankfully they gave me this bottle. So I'm going to pour this one, and I'm going to get the, sorry about that. This out. I've had a bunch of people want to trade me, people, all sorts of crazy things for this, but I think I'm going to open it up. It's the barrel proof EH Taylor, and I'll do these 2 pours, and this is what I'll sip on while we're doing this. And that's another one. So this is what I'll be sipping on. I'm going to do, I think I do the Old Fitz first, just because I'm dying to crack this bottle open and get it going. So go ahead and do this, and we'll get it going. Get the tape off. Such a pretty bottle. I mean, like, it feels like you're like a real adult drinking this. I don't know how I'm going to get the juice out of here without making a huge mess. That's going to be embarrassing. I have a feeling, but we'll see. What has anybody had this? Has anybody had the 10 from this year? Let me know. But cork stays in. Listen, pretty good pop, I think. And that's a camp, and then buying one. Well, I got the EH Taylor, so someone just got the bottle before me, but I'd gotten this before, so it was okay. So get a quick pour of this. Didn't get the cork back in, so let's see here. It smells like bourbon. No, it's got a good smell. Kind of reminds me of fruit a little bit. Let's see. I enjoy that. That's good. That's it's kind of drying at the end. I'm kind of surprised at the amount of drying I'm getting at the end of that, but I'm getting almost cake, like chocolate cake, like a German chocolate cake. I like it. I needed it too, by the way, because doing this live by myself, I was nervous and I hadn't had anything to drink. So this is my first drink, so I may pound this down pretty quick. But it's good. It's got a good hug. I like the hug on these. I'm gonna double check the proof on that. Oh, it's bottled to bottom. It's 100. I'm an idiot. So it's 100 proof. To me, it drinks a little bit hotter than 100. So that's, he said, Vic, the Whiskey Panda said that's the oak influence. 100%. I agree. But you know, a lot of times with that drying, you'll get a bitterness, and I don't get the bitter with this at all. I really enjoy that. It's good. So, all right. Well, since the Whiskey Panda, which is Vic, he was actually the very first one to ever send me anything. I was, he said, it's 10. That's the Old Fitz 10 I got. So I'll start with Vic first. I don't have all the bottles that he gave me. I have just a few of them left. I've got the, thank you, Canadian Chris. I appreciate that so much. Thank you, sir. He sent me the, and I'm going to go, I'm going to spend a little bit of time more on these first couple because these guys were the first ones to send me something. But this Elmer T. Lee is, you know, I did actually, you know, you can always tell when I like something. There's a little bit left of it. I try to ration it. So I get these samples, and that's why I have these mini drams. It makes me feel like, one, my hands are bigger than they really are, and then they're not. So I try to ration it. So I enjoyed this. I did try it with Sprite just to see. I put like a little hit of it in there, and I've got this bottled in bond that he sent me, and I've been waiting to get it. So it's another one, and then one of two of my favorite things that I've gotten. I'm not sure if you can read those or not. It's the Russell's Reserve 13-year batch 5. I love this. This is probably one of my favorites that I've ever gotten. And Dave Vogelsan sent me batch 4. Yeah, and I love both of them. They're fantastic. I don't know if you get a chance to get those. If I could get that bottle, that's a bottle that I hunt. We just don't get it around here at all. Is Dave in here? Is Dave Vogelsan in here? Let's see. Let's see if Dave is in here. I don't think Dave's in here. He may not be in here yet. I'll wait on Dave before I start talking about gushing all over Dave. So, all right. Well, I'm going to start here. My wife went through and opened all the packages and then put them back in the box. I was kind of worried about that because I wasn't sure how well that was going to work for us. But what I have some general knowledge of some of the stuff, but I don't really know. So there'll be some reading. So I don't know how exciting that's going to be for people. I may have to put my glasses on. I got this box from This is one that I don't know who the person is. And if you send something to any of us, anybody who influences or whiskey person, always put your the name in, because you may say, hey, I'm going to send you something. And I have a lot of people who say, I'm going to send you something and I never get it, or they send it and I'm not sure who they are exactly. I've got another one that I'm not 100% sure I know who someone is. I think I do. And I sort of remember the conversation. And if you said something to me on a live, there's probably a good chance I was maybe had a sip of something else or another. So this one, I'm going to just give his first name. It's Ronnie, and it's R is his last name, and he's from Kentucky. I'm not sure who that is. So if he comes in here and pops in the chat, let me know. But he sent me several samples, and they could either be blind. I got 2 stacks, cask strength, and then there is an a Rio 1 Embryonic, which I've not had any of this, and I'm excited about trying that. So cheers, Tater Dome. Like I said, I'm going to try to do my best to say hi. I don't think his name is pronounced Vogelshare. I think his name is pronounced Vogelshare. We call him Vogel Sample, by the way, the other guy. And he did send me a note with what they are, and they're good samples. I opened it my wife opened it up by accident because she didn't know that it was supposed to be a secret. So I don't know who Ronnie is. If Ronnie sees this, could you send me an email or maybe reach out in the chat? I just want to be able to thank you. And also, my wife says, if you don't know who people are, you shouldn't accept gifts from them. But I'm pretty trusting. If you're going to murder me, bourbon is the way to go. Scotch is probably a better way, but bourbon is a good way to go. So I've got another sample, a group of samples in here that are fantastic. That already went. Gandy, that was you? All right. Well, thank you. All right. Well, I didn't know that. So maybe I already had your samples. So, all right. Awesome. So, Gandy, I really appreciate it. I'm excited about trying that. I wasn't sure that was who you were. I'm glad you're in here. So thank you for that, sir. Thank you so much. And I know the great expense it cost, because I've shipped some stuff, not even alcohol, just stuff in general. And it is so stupid expensive. I do love that this came in it to cover up the olive oil sound of it, which is great. So thank you for that, Andy. I really appreciate it. And this came from Walking. I think this is Walking Paradox. Yep, Walking Paradox. So I've not seen him in the chat here lately, but he has been in here, and I'm going to go through these real quick and just kind of read them out in general. I love when they have lists on here, and they kind of help me out. It's got the Redwood Empire Pipe Dream, the Buzzard's Roost, which I had some of that last night. You can kind of see I was trying some of that out. The Glens Creek Hamilton Dark, the Old Scout Straight Rye, and the Barrel Seagrass. And you can see I really like the Barrel Seagrass. I tore that up pretty quick, so I went right through that. So yeah, that was the first time I tried any of that. So if you've had any of those, they're fantastic. So thank you again for that. Walking Paradox, I was hoping he'd be in here. Maybe I always get him mixed up with someone else. I actually think I called him Gavin, which is funny. So I don't think Baker Drinks is in here, but they have sent me a ton of samples as well. And I was part of a blind with them that they went through, and they sent me, they're big champions of John said something, UPS or pirate ship. You take a crapshoot, unfortunately, with shipping. I have a deal with the local people that here, and when I do ship something, they kind of cut me a little bit of a deal. But Bigger Drink sent me some. All these names are pretty hard to say. Elfel, EIFEL. It's a German single malt. Starward, which is an Australian. The Pendleton 20-year-old. The Hatazuki, Hatozaki, small batch. And then the Emirate Fusion and the Lagavulin, which I called 17 because I was so excited. It was Lagavulin 12. If you saw that video, I looked pretty foolish, which I don't mind looking foolish. Looking bad or looking foolish is half the fun. So if I make a mistake, you know how it is. That's all about being human. So, all right. Another great one I got was from Alex. He didn't really want any credit for this one either, but he he said he didn't know that I didn't know him, and that he just wanted to send me something. And he also not to think that I wasn't pranking him. You know, that's always my fear. Someone's going to send me 6 bottles of Willet pot still, and then I'm supposed to like it, and then I'll be mad. So he made YouTube videos of himself doing the bottles. He washed his hands, he cleaned it. I was just like, oh, I really appreciate that. And, you know, because alcohol kills most things, but not all things. So, but he sent me a Pikesville Heaven Hill rye, a Stellum, Jack Daniel's Barrel Proof rye, a Wild Turkey rare breed rye, which I didn't like, to be honest with you. I was kind of surprised, but also I had that. That's the live name switches up. I think I'm not sure what Gavin's saying, but maybe the Wild Turkey rare. I didn't enjoy it as much as I thought I would, and the problem was I just tried some of the Mictors, and it was really good. And then I followed it up with the Wild Turkey rare. I think I still actually have some of that. I may revisit that fresh with nothing else before it, but really great samples. And you can see I've been kind of nursing these. And he also sent me the Angel's Envy rye that's aged in the rum cask. Tastes and smells like honey. It does. It's fantastic. You know, I mean, you smell the bottle, and I couldn't. You would think it was finished in actual honey. So, and that's another one that I'm getting. They have a gift set out right now that's got it has like the rum, and I don't remember what the other one is, but they're probably something I will try to grab just because of the bottle size, and it's in my price range. I'm very cheap. I'm not cheap and frugal. My CFO and beautiful bride, she is cheap and frugal, so she tends to not want me to spend money. I've got this here, and I have to be a little bit secretive about this because the person really doesn't want me to. I don't know if it's support finish or not, Chris. This is some. It's been sealed up here. This is True Moonshine, and I don't know that I'll try this. I may try if I have time. Oh wow, it leaked a little bit. And it's wet. Now I smell like a white dog. Anyway, it's basically moonshine that someone's made locally. So, but it's based off of the mash bill and the recipe that George Washington actually did. So I'm excited about that. It smells pretty good. It smells like a white dog. So I'll get in trouble because this place already smells like alcohol a little bit. So, all right, let's go on to the next one. The legend, Chris Jenkins. He sent me the Widow Jane Decadence, which I'm super, super excited to try. It probably won't be a week before I go to try that. And then the Redbreast 12, which I know everyone's tired of me not pulling the trigger on buying the Redbreast 12, but $80 for a bottle that I never tried. Now I'll be able to say, yes, this is something I'm going to spend $80 on. So maybe after Christmas, we'll see what the wife says. So I have a friend that allegedly makes the old White Lightning. We may know the same person, so we'll see about that. So let's see. Is Michael Bortner in here? I might wait a little bit. Is Michael here? I don't know. I'll wait. Like I said, I started a little bit early. I'm going to talk about what he got. And also, I got a package, an awesome package. It leaked a little bit, but it's not. It is not. It wasn't bad, just a little bit. But hold on. Let me just say one more thing about Chris. Chris Jenkins, channel member for every channel I know of. He's in there commenting and chatting, and he's starting his own channel, which is great. And if you get a chance, it's Below Average Bourbon. I'm pretty sure I'm just far enough away where it's hard for me to read the chat. So if you guys have a chance to, please go and subscribe to his channel. He's fantastic and just a great all-around whiskey citizen. So whiskey tube citizen. This person is, and I'm going to say his name is Dan T. He sent me the gift set of these, and I think he sampled a couple out of here, and that's fine. I remember some of the conversation possibly, but I'm not sure who Dan is. So if you're in the chat, or you could send me an email, I would really like to say thank you for it. This is something I've been thinking about buying for a long time. it was probably going to be my other Christmas present, just because I wanted the whole set to get as many as I possibly could. So thank you so much for this. But I don't know who Dan is. So thanks. Let's see here. And then I don't know that Mark Gale is in here. Last night on Baker Drinks Live, and I do want to plug my friends. Matt does live on Friday nights. I generally try to be there for if I can. Sometimes the kids sporting events stop me from being there. He has merch. He has a I think he's having a sale right now for the shirts. Probably the most comfortable shirt that I've ever got. I paid for this. He didn't ask me to wear this. He didn't give me anything for it. I bought it because I like the logo. Very Blade Runner. That's an old movie for you kids out there. Love the shirt. Very comfortable to keep my wife from trying to steal it and just sleep in it. So it's very comfortable. But then on Saturday nights, I think Matt is at 8 o'clock Central and Baker Drinks. They are on Saturday night. They are Pacific. They're on the West Coast. Matt's on the East Coast. You got two different sides of the country there, but they both start at 8 Central. And Baker will have usually have a guest. So will Matt. But shows are similar, but they're different. I mean, they have different. Matt plays games and has the news. And Troy and Laura, they're a married couple and they're fantastic. And their son, Washington Whiskey, Troy's son, their son, just started at Channel 2, which is great. And kind of doing hunt. He's a Scotch guy like me, and he's probably going to find out he's going to get anybody to watch his videos. He's going to have to put a little bourbon in there. But they have a show. Highly recommend it. I'm usually on there, trying to be funny and trying not to get in trouble. That's my plan. So, all right, let me get over here and talk about Mark Gale real quick. He sent me a couple of samples a couple of times, and his question to me was, and we answered this last night, but I want to make sure that I want to say this again here. These are from the LA distillery in Los Angeles. And he says, enclosed, you'll find 3 samples we discussed. 2 are from Los Angeles distillery and the other's a Scotch for me. The Los Angeles distillery offers a single malt whiskeys and gin. Now, I'll say this about gin. You know, a lot of people talk bad things about tequila. I would never want to fight a man or a woman who says they like gin. That stuff's tough. I mean, you've got like iron in your veins if you drink that. So that's tough. I get hard pass on that. You're basically drinking bug spray. I know this stuff is all flammable and basically gas, but if you drink gin, that's tough. I've never had a gin I liked. So, and you'll see where I have an infinity bottle that I poured gin out to put it in there. So, but the first sample is a single aged barrel that was aged for 5 years in special Hungarian oak. The barrel is 51% corn, 49% barley, and is bottled and bond. It's 100 proof, and they call it LA Beach Bourbon. So they're on the beach. So I don't know. Here, I'm in Tennessee. We you know, if you've heard, we have whiskey here too. And then there's Kentucky. They have theirs. And then in Texas, and when we have, Texas has such great heat. The oak forces, you know, so much flavor into it rapidly ages, right? And Kentucky is, I guess, the average, and Tennessee is kind of the same. With LA, the temperature is always like 70 degrees. They have some temperature change. So I did not think there was going to be a lot of flavor in a 5-year whiskey, I guess bourbon. And then sample 2 is a single malt rye, and very, very similar. It's 100 proof. And I tried these last night, and the 100 proof, I mean, the Hungarian oak one, I really enjoyed it. It had an unusual flavor. I would say the wood gave it an interesting flavor, not a bad flavor at all. But I did not get my normal brown sugar and vanilla. You'd have to watch last night. I'm not going to drink any now again tonight, just because I'm going to focus on the 2 that I have. That's good. I like the hug. It's got a good. I mean, that's fantastic. Keeps you warm going all the way down. It's hotter than it to me than 100. And I like it. I'm glad. I mean, I like high proof. But back to the Hungarian, you can see it's pretty dark. So I don't know if I doubt they add coloring to it. I'm not sure, but really good flavor. The rye, I was not that great a fan of it. Now I don't like the spearmint. I gotta smell it again. I think this is one that I think that had kind of the herbal. It's not even herbal. It's not a good. It's like minty. Yeah, it kind of smells like honey a little bit, but then when you get it in there, it's got that I wasn't crazy about the aftertaste at the finish, but I did really enjoy. I really did enjoy the Hungarian. You know, but it's like an $80 bottle. I don't know that I'd pay $80 for it. I don't. There's not much I would pay $80 for. Like I said, I have to get that past the CFO, and she is pretty tight with the budget, especially this close to Christmas. He also sent me the 1920 Old Forester and the 1910. I will try these separate, and then when they get down to about half each, I'll put them together and I'll make the 1915. And there'll be a video for that. My other buddy, Sean from Echo Paternity, he does a video just about every day. I don't know. There was a little stretch here. Sorry, gotta get the bald head sweating a little bit. A little bit of bourbon and nervousness will make you sweat. He had a blind for all of us, and I had to miss it. And so there's I think they were on Baker Drinks or Whiskey with them. Somebody out there who can remember better than I am. And they did a blind, and it's all high proof. I think they said you know what, it was Matt. I think Matt deleted it because they got so lit. So I've not had a chance to do the blind. I'm going to see if I can get Matt. I'm see if I can get Sean to do his do a live, and then I'll come on there and he can watch me make a fool of myself. He did send this sample of King's Family Ranch, and it is fantastic. It's a 15-year. It's MGP juice that is actually bottled in Sevierville, Tennessee, which is about 4 or 5 hours from here. Fantastic. If you go RJ right now, I'm not sure what he's. He wants me to take my shirt off. No, that's fine. Nobody wants to see that, especially me. So anyway, if you get, he sent me this, and this is a sample I've nursed, and we have it here. It's about $105, $110 a bottle. It's probably worth that. Probably not worth it enough for me to buy that. But yeah, this is and I got another sample, and I can't find. It's just another A sample, and I don't know what it is. I've got to figure out if Sean can remember what he sent me or not, or if we can figure it out. But this is a fantastic thing. And Sean also sent me, when we get up in here, I won an infinity bottle off his channel, and that he has it there. I'm kind of saving that for a special time. Is Michael Bortner in here by chance? I really would want to do this while he's in here. I guess not. I'm going to go ahead and do it if he wants to watch it. See, he sent me a bunch of samples, and I'm not sure what's in here. I'm going to pull them out and go. High West Double Rye with the looks like grenadine finish, grenadine finish. Not sure what that is. So I have to. Jack Daniel's 12. Holy cow! Wow, thank you. That's amazing. That's awesome. Jack Daniel's 10. I got 10 and 12. Those are extremely hard fought bottles to get. Thank you for sharing with me. That's amazing. High West Rendezvous Rye. I'm glad the one Rendezvous I had, I've got it in there. It was just okay. I was a little disappointed. But the Campfire. This is something I really want to try. I think this is going to be. I don't know how they peat it. Someone there wants to. I don't know. I have to try it and see. Hopefully I get some peat flavor in there. Oh, the Bardstown PLC Fall. Oh wow! Thank you so much for that. That's another amazing sample. It didn't leak. I don't know why I smelled it. I was just excited. And a Bardstown PLC. This is another one. And then a High West cast strength. So thank you, Michael. I appreciate it. I will try to. I generally try to do these in shorts. I don't know that I can generate enough views for my for me doing samples like what Carlos does and what Sean does and Carlos is Whiskey Corner, fantastic channel, and then RJ the Fed, which these guys are prodding out every single day. If someone will put RJ's link in there, they do the real work, right? You know, I do one thing. I do hunt videos and I do shorts, and usually almost always a short is something that somebody has sent me, or it's a Sunday pour or something that I want to highlight for other people to see. You know, usually a Scotch or something like that. But almost all my shorts are that. I try to keep them short and quick. There's two types of people. They either watch my shorts or they watch my the hunt videos. And I know what people like, and I love hunting, you know, and I get a lot of grief about not buying anything. or thinking I work for the liquor stores, because I only go to like 15 or 16, only 15 or 16. So it's hard to get to. And by the time I get through the rounds of one set of them, I go to another. And what you don't see is probably the ones I know I can go to that I have a good relationship, because they know what me going to those stores do. It gets phone calls. It does stuff that do. But half of the time I go to a store, they're like, no, I don't want you in here. Get out. We don't want to talk about prices. I don't know if they're embarrassed or they just don't want to share. I don't know. Maybe it's my face. I wear this hat there as well, so that I'm not this hat. I have several of these, but I always wear a flat cap to kind of stand out and be a little bit different. So when they see me, it's like, oh yeah, you're in here again. And some people have been like, yeah, I don't want it. So it's free advertising. Doesn't cost them any money. All right, this is going to take a minute. Try to make sure I don't cut myself with this. There we go. Get this on. Excited about this. I know someone's going to be mad that I didn't trade them, which I thought about it a lot, and I just slept all night in a car for this, and I'm over 50, so I think I earned this bottle. All right, let's see if we got a good pop here. Ooh, that was good. So, all right. Nice. Put this one on the floor here. A little bit. Let's see. Wow, you get a lot of. I get cinnamon on there. Oh, by the way, I just want to cheers to you guys. Thank you for being here. I think there's like 50 people in here watching my live. Thank you so much. Hit that thumbs up button, like, and when you comment on a video, especially when I do a premiere, a lot of people complain about why do I do a premiere and have like a 5-minute intro. It's really the only time I get to talk to you guys, because I don't do these lives, and I kind of tell you about what's going on, and just kind of, hey, this is what's coming. This is why I'm talking, why I'm going fast, or, why I'm talking like yesterday when I did the video. And that's the other thing. I shoot my videos and I post them the same day. The music was so loud. I've got to talk. You have to kind of try to be semi-entertaining, but you also don't want to be like, blah, 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 So I'm going to try this and see. Very cinnamon forward, but it's not. All right, try that again. Oh, Roger Randall just told me that's from Dusty Dan. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. All right, perfect. Yeah, he's definitely not going to be in my chat. He's definitely not going to be in this live. But thank you for that. Now that you said that, and yes, I had been drinking that night, so I won something on another channel and didn't know. So I'm not getting grape at all on this at all. I don't get a lot of the grape note. I don't like grape. If I got grape on something, I would be very disappointed. So, I get a lot of people say, I think Wild Turkey and maybe even some of the Buffalo Trace. I don't get grape, but very cinnamon forward though. But it fades away really quick. I'm not getting, I get more of a candy thing on this. I can see why this is popular. That's good. Very, very smooth. I mean, crazy smooth. So, all right. Well, I'm going to have my back to you some. I'm going to just kind of go through my bar. I mean, we're about at the halfway mark. And then if I can get through this pretty quickly, I'll see if anybody wants to join the StreamYard. I do want to point out that I've got some of these Glen covers that Lance, a local subscriber, did for me. He made me these. He made me, let's see here. And when I had my meetup here in town, I took a lot of it and gave almost all of it away. These are I would say they're Christmas ornaments, but when I sit outside, I don't know if you've ever seen me when I sit out there and I do my shorts. I'm usually on our porch. I put them on there because bugs and whatnot. I do that. So maybe a couple of these. I think this is definitely a Christmas ornament, but I use it as a coaster. which I think is cool. So he's got a laser engraver. I will show. He's the one that made this sign for me. When I did the seller meetup for the flight night, this is metal. He made that for me. Just amazing. Super kind, super big heart. Awesome. Sent me this. Kind of freaked my wife out a little bit, which was funny. So, but still very cool. I can't murder anybody with this because I would, my name is on it. So that, but still cool. I should be using that to open up the bottles, but still cool. So, all right, let me put that over here. Is Dave in here? Dave Ogleston? No, not yet. All right, I don't want to do anything yet. So, all right. Move this out of the way, and this is metal too, by the way. It's like or slate. I guess it's slate, so it's a slate sign. So, and if you look right here, he made that sign for me as well. So, which is pretty good. Hey, Sean, I kind of went through and thanked you earlier for sending me some samples. I wanted to make sure you knew that. Sean is fantastic. He is amazing. He does daily videos, usually around 11 o'clock, and I'm usually listening to his videos on the way to do my hunt when I'm on my lunch. So I think they put your your link in there. I hope you're in there right now. All right, we'll just go through kind of quickly. We'll probably have to put my glasses on. This is Stag. It's the 22A. I think it's one of the first ones I've got. I actually like this better than the 23A. Not many people do. I think it's because it's my first Stag. I took a couple of sips out of this, and as I did it, it changed constantly, which was amazing. It's just fun that happened. So Cutlass is here. Cutlass is another good friend of mine. He's local. He's my competition. Make sure you like and subscribe to me first, and then like and subscribe him. He's great. Fantastic guy, and his video. He's actually I'm kind of North Memphis. He's kind of South Memphis. He's down there where all the Old Granddad 114 is. And if I wanted to drive an hour, I could probably go get some. Here's another thing that he sent me. Plants, which is the plants, and these are all like little mini Glen covers. So I can't do a video without saying gross. Now, honestly, this is the only willet pot still I've had. I've had two of these. I got one because it was terrible, and I bought another one because I got so much heat over it, right? So this is terrible. It's gross. It tastes like a Band-Aid smells, and I'll fight anybody who says otherwise. They say it's great. You have a messed up palate. So this is something I'll drink on Christmas Day. It tastes like it's Lucky 7 Holiday. There's a store here in town, a Gaslight. They have it for $62.99, which is fantastic. It's pretty much $89 everywhere else, or $79. Tastes like pine. Kind of tastes like Christmas. So I'm going to put this bottle over here because I'm not worried about it. I don't have to tell anybody about the Elijah Craig C923. Probably one of the best bottles I've had all year. I don't have as many as everybody else. It's right there with the Stag for me. So this Old Dominic Bottled and Bond. These guys are here in town in Memphis. They do all of it in shop. They're not like Blue Note, which I love. Blue Note, that uncut, unfiltered, the store picks. I've not had a bad one of those yet. Their stuff is Green River juice, and they bring it over here. Old Dominic does everything. This is their first Bottled and Bond. Really enjoying that. I'm not going to put all the bottles on the ground, but I'm going to put quite a few. My one visit to Total Wine, I tried this Old Emmer. It's good. I haven't had it in a while, but I think you can tell I liked it. So it was a pretty good bottle. Same time, we don't. All we have is the Benchmark 8 here in town. We don't have, for some reason, Benchmark is allocated here, which is hilarious. So I picked up the Foolproof. I have not cracked it yet. It looks like I paid $33.95 for it. So I just haven't had time to really do it. I was really kind of wanting to get the Foolproof and some of the others. We just don't have it here in town. Right. I hope my audio is good. I'm sorry that I'm turning around. Someone was really crapping on the old tub here, saying it wasn't worth the money. This thing is $20. I don't know if you can get, and it's unfiltered. I think Troy maybe last night or somebody was talking about, maybe Matt. All the lives kind of blur together, especially when we're buddies and we're all just talking. The unfiltered, you have the fat globules and the flavor. I mean, it's $20. This is like perfect. I can't, my wife won't argue with this. This is like, I could go have lunch or I could get this bottle. So it was fantastic. So, let's see. Also, I'm thinking about doing something with this, maybe painting the inside white. Do you guys have any ideas about what I should do with it? So, here's the 23A. I need to put these two bottles head to head and kind of see which one I like better. I think I like the 22 better, although you can't tell. I'm getting close to bottle kill on both these guys. Got a Weller Special Reserve. Everybody knows this. Should have pulled this out. I got this Winter Jack. I mix it half and half with the honey, and I have a little bottle of Fireball that I used to poison Sean, an Echoes Attorney, when we doing the Villains of Whiskey tube. So I put just enough in there so I can build up my immunity to it and make like a little hot drink. Actually, I don't drink it hot, but I could see that you could heat it up and it would be pretty good. So I don't know that everyone can get this. It's low proof. I'm going to say it's yeah, it's 30 proof, so it's not gonna, it's not gonna light you up or anything. This is great. It's Laird's Applejack. I actually have 2 bottles of this. They actually bottled this during COVID. They call it the COVID edition on this. It's an apple. I don't remember exactly what it is. I'm sorry. But it's an apple. It's rare. They did this during it's a COVID only thing. Now they're back out and doing it normal how they normally do it. So it's actually pretty good. It's just kind of an apple flavor. Maybe I would say it's a finished whiskey. And thinking about, this is what I won from Sean with Echoes Attorney. I was telling you that earlier. This is his Infinity bottle. I think I'm going to take this and we're going to take it to a party. New Year's Eve. I think we're going to do something at the cellar, and I'll be there for that. So, and I'm going to take it as a bottle, possibly to share with some friends. So, I should probably try it first. I don't think Sean tried it. Sean, did you try this? I don't know if Sean tried this. I think he just poured everything in there and said, "Here, good luck." So, and I get this wrong every single time. This is the Stag Junior, and it is the 128.7 proof. It has the actual Junior on it. I want to say it's 18, but I don't think that's right. I always have to Google it every single time. I mean, I'm human. I got to do it. So, batch 17. Trim is right. It is batch 17. It's my Antique Weller 107. I actually won this from another channel. I think it was My Whiskey Friends, I think. Fantastic. I think this is this may be another 23. Oh, this is another 22A. So I picked up another 22A just so I could have another spare. So put these back up here. Macallan, my first love. Fantastic. It's sherry cast. I know you guys don't like Scotch. There's no peat in this. It's I could sit here and talk about this for probably an hour, and I won't. But Isla Scotch is very peaty. This is a Speyside. It's up toward the north. No peat whatsoever, but it's a sherry cast. Fantastic. So let me take another sip of this each. So. All right. Awesome. Here's another one. This is a 23B. I've got a couple of them. Unless I just put did I just put the same one back up there? No, I don't think I did. So that's another one. It's the only Blanton's I own. It's a 375. I think it's the letter B. It is. It's the letter B. Makes my hands look big. That's kind of why I have this bottle. But it was cute. It was like they called it a grenade. I did pay $59 for this. Let the hate flow. I wanted to own a Blanton's. I probably will never open this. It's just kind of to sit on the shelf. If I want Blanton's, I'll just pay for it out at a bar somewhere. It is actually it is kind of rare here. It's not as rare as some of the other stuff, but it is. And I know a lot of people comment about my my Kraken here. Thank you, Sean, for that. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that, buddy. when in my younger days, I used to have a very terrible potty mouth, and I don't use it. I try not to use profanity. If you go through all the lives, you may have caught me one time, but I don't think that I do. I try not to, because my kids will sometimes pop on this. And my kids will 100% watch this, and I don't want them to say, "Oh, Dad says this." So I try not to use bad language around my children or my wife. So my cuss word, the big cuss word, MFer, is Krakatoa. So I'll say Krakatoa, and then I even have to apologize to my kids because they know what that means. And I try not to say it. So I have the crack in here to help me remind not to cuss. So Krakatoa is my transferred password, or not password, but transferred cuss word. So, but also it's where I keep my little Macallan that I need in case there's an emergency. So there's always if someone robs everything, no one's going to mess with the Kraken, right? So I'll put the Kraken over here. I think everybody thinks he's Cthulhu. And he could be, I guess, but he's a Kraken. It keeps me from. Make sure my cuss word is Krakatoa. I've gotten some questions about Kentucky Tavern. My dad probably drank this every day of his life, of my life. When I was a kid, he died probably 20 years ago ish, and I went to the store that he used to shop at. I bought this bottle there. It was the same store. I think this is probably my second bottle. Honestly, I had a smaller bottle for a while. I think about my dad. He was great, and I take a sip of it. So when I say it's my dad's juice, that's what I'm talking about. I do own it, and it's right there with Old Tub. I mean, good. Just if I was gonna make an old fashioned or something, I think it'd probably be good in that. It's just a good sip of whiskey. All right, I've got the Hole Station. This is a store pick that I got from Corks. These are another Old Dominic. I've not opened it yet. I really want to. I love this bottle. Like, it's super heavy. It's fantastic. I love the color, and it's a store pick. So this will be coming pretty soon. I will do my best. And I'm sorry if there's been anything in the chat that I've missed. I'm just trying to go through here, and I do want to kind of reiterate that I kind of want to stop at 5. And just because 4 Leaf Whiskey is she's having a distillery on her channel. I don't want to. Some of you guys may still go to that one. You may be over there. I would love for you guys to leave here and go and support her. She's having from Killen Kitty. I don't know. It's an Irish whiskey that on there. So Hole Station, something I'm really wanting to. I can't wait to try. I just haven't had an opportunity to. Got this Belvini 12, cute little bottle in here. How great is that? Just looks like Scotch. I love the color of. I think I can always tell the color of Scotch. Just like, and I know you're saying, oh, it looks like all the other brown water, but I don't know. I just know that it is. So I'm excited about that. So when I was went to the Jack Daniel's distillery, there was another distillery there, and you can get if you go to the whiskey, they call it the whiskey trail. You start at the beginning. They'll give you everyone's going to give you a poker chip. I got the Pritchards there. I went to their distillery. I gave Baker Drinks my Jack Daniel's one. They're gonna go eventually. So, but I'm gonna go back again anyway. But I did buy this. It's getting dark in here, so I got to do it. Their Tennessee whiskey. I really enjoyed it. It was a great price. I think I paid $30 some odd for it. So I just wanted to support him. He went through his alcohol, all of his drinks. If you watch that video, you can see he was hilarious. We could have went there for. No problem, Sean. Thank you for being on here. I appreciate you, buddy. Thank you so much. He was so fun. It was the most fun I had at any place. Jack Daniel's was beautiful. It was like and when I went to Buffalo Trace, beautiful. Woodford Reserve was beautiful, but this was so much fun. He was so hilarious. He was just if you go to Jack Daniel's, find this guy and get him to do your stuff. I got some proper 12. That was a mistake. Oh well, live and learn. I got some of the. This was for my wife. It's salted caramel moonshine. We got this when we were in Gatlinburg. So that's kind of what you do. You get a little sip and a little taste, and then it's okay. I would say that I enjoyed the Jack Daniel's Bonded Rye. So if you get a chance for the price of it, it's fantastic. I think I paid $29 for it. So if you haven't had this yet, it's a good one to go. If you get an opportunity to grab it, and this is the honey Now, I bought this when I was at the distillery. I went through the tour. I went through the whole place. I did one tour and did another. And this is the number 3 seller. And because I said it was the number 3 seller, I don't like the original Jack Daniels as much. I get too much banana. I've got another, obviously, you do not get banana with the single barrel. And this one is, I think it's 129 proof. You don't get banana with this one. This was much better to me. But I wanted to buy something there, and I was like, well, I could have got one of the distillery series there, but I can get that just about anywhere here. And it wasn't any cheaper. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to buy something. I want my name on it. And someone said that Jack Daniel's Trail is going to mess all that banana. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think it's going to be like old number 7. So I got it mainly because it was funny to me that it's the the number 3 seller of theirs, and I didn't have any honey, and I knew it was going to be cold. And this is kind of like something you would just add to kind of sweeten some stuff up. I don't know what I need to look and see. What is the proof on that? Yeah, it's 70 proof. So, all right. I say this in every video, and people got tired of it, so I stopped saying it. I got to meet Jimmy Russell. They had the Rick House there. It was $2.99. I regret not buying it, but it was like the very first place we stopped. I had a budget for that trip. My brother was with me. He even said, "Hey, I'll buy it for you." And I was just like, "No, I can't. I'm not going to do it. It was just too much money." And I probably could have sold it because Jimmy Russell himself was there. He was fantastic. I did a little video, a short video. After I left, I know that I know Troy from Baker Drinks was like, he doesn't like, I think, Wild Turkey 101. I was like, hey, I have a friend who doesn't like that. What should I tell him? I didn't. I should have. I didn't have the nerve, but people were signing stuff. So he signed my bottle. I don't know if I'll ever open this one or not. I probably will. I do like the Russell's 13 a ton. Hey, Bourbon School. Cheers, guys. I did talk about the Lucky 7, and I didn't bring your name up, the Holiday. They didn't like it. So I worry about their palate. So, but definitely check them out. I want to say Brian and Laura, but I've had a brain freeze. Brian, check out Bourbon School. How can I not? Yeah, I think that's right. They have a channel. They do a lot of reviews and kind of school themed. They're great. They're fantastic. And I got this. This is another Pritchard just kind of mixed in there. It's a Tennessee malt. It's a single malt. Fantastic. I tried all of these, and I just wanted something different. Now I have a bunch of other little bottles all through here, and I don't think there's any reason to go through there. Just for the longest time, that's all I would buy was little bottles, just because I didn't have space. That's more what I had in my globe. I do want to spend a second on this Rebel Cast Strength. Fantastic. I got a store pick from, I think this is from Charlie's. When this is gone, I will buy another one. I might buy from another store just to try it. I think I have another store. It is, I think Caesars has one, a store pick as well. I think I may try it there. Drinks like a rye, spicy, but not minty. Fantastic. I mean, I think, and this is less than $50. I think I paid $48 for it. So it's right in my wheelhouse. I love it. This is fantastic. And I think anyone who's tried this, it's more of what I would say a budget. A lot of this stuff is like $1.99. You see all these other bottles. They're stupid expensive. I'm going to go back to the old pits here. Oh man, that's good too. Let me do a little thing here. So that E.H. Taylor drinks hotter than 100. So I would say that the Old Fitz is smoother, but I like the cinnamon hotness of the E.H. Taylor because it's the Kentucky Hug. It's good there. So anyway, Rebel Cast Strength. Can't recommend it enough. I got Sazerac Rye because, if you don't buy the Sazerac, then Sazerac won't let you shop and buy anything else. So I was gifted this bottle of Dickel 15. And Dickel gets a lot of hate. And I can see why. But it's just different enough that I'll have a little bit of this every once in a while when I get tired of brown sugar and cinnamon and I don't want a scotch. So, they call it the Dickel Funk. And this bottle is like $69. The 17 has the same year age statement on it. and that Dickel 17 is like $269. Crazy. So I've not had that one, but I don't hate this. And like I said, I was given this bottle from someone who just couldn't stand it. But I've had a few pours out of it. I wouldn't have bought this. I won't replace it. But I do like having something different here that is not the same as everything else. And you can kind of tell from my palate, I get tired of brown sugar and cinnamon. This is brown sugar and cinnamon and vanilla. This is, I would say, different. Just different enough in there. I paid $129 for this bottle. It's 100% worth that. Some people are wanting 300, 400, 500. I've seen someone offered me almost $600 for that bottle. I did not take it. I should have. Could have had a better vacation. And that's something else. We're going on vacation. We're going to Florida in a couple of weeks over the Christmas break. And I'll be doing hunt videos down there, down through probably through Alabama and down through there. So look forward to those. I don't know that Dave Ogelson is going to be here. He sent me a truckload of samples. He sent me, I probably have had 40 samples from him. He is amazing. And then he sent samples and one box disappeared, never came to me. Another box got crushed and all of the labels got wiped off. So I have, and we're not exactly sure what I got. So I have these random bottles that I'll pop out and I'll try to figure out what they are, but my palate is not as sophisticated as much, so or as others. So, but he sent me one of the black tops of the early times. I'm going to pick up another one and try to maybe blind them, see what I think, which one I like better. Also, I see you guys in here. I see Whiskey Basket. I see Whiskey Hour and Guns and Bourbon. Guys, put your links in here if you have your links. Please, by all means, do that. I want you, if you have a channel, please. Let me add this. Let me add some. I'm trying to go here and add some people as a moderator. If you're in here and you have a channel, post it always. That's a standing. Don't even have to ask. Just if you have a channel, I want you to succeed. I want you to get your channel out there. I love helping people, and if I can help you, do it. So, but back to Dave. Dave is a legend. He is by far one of the greatest supporter of Whiskey Tube. The only person that's even close is Chris Jenkins. Those two guys are legends. So I got this mellow corn mainly because I thought it was funny, and I've heard some people talk about it. I didn't love it. It wasn't that great, but I am glad I've got it. And I think I'm trying to think of my friend Doc, and I have drawn a total blank. Doc, give me a second. He just sent me some sample. I don't know why. He does old-fashioned ways. Someone help me out. Yeah, someone in the chat help me out. But he made a corn. It's going to bother me because I can't think of what Doc's name is. I just call him Doc, and I watch his channel every single day. He has a video that comes out at 7 a.m. Somebody please put that in the chat. Doc, he does the old fashions. I feel like an idiot. I'm embarrassed. But he made a mellow corn old fashioned, and I want to. I almost want to try it, so that's why I bought this. I've had the double rye. I've been trying to give this as much of a chance as humanly possible. Old-fashioned ways. That's what his channel is. Thank you. I thought it was old-fashioned ways, but none of that made sense. Chris just put his link in there. He's fantastic. By all means, check him out. The double rye, I don't love it. You couldn't tell by how much I drank out of it because I really want to love it. Yeah, I think it's I've only had half a sip. So, I don't know. I'm interested in what Michael sent me. Michael Bortner. I'll be excited to try that. You can't be a tater without owning at least a little bottle of Buffalo Trace. This is one that, have I opened this one yet? I think this one. No, I don't know if this is even open yet. So I just got this one just so I can have some Buffalo Trace. Mellow corn is better than Maker's Mark. Wow. If you guys want to fight Peter, I'm very, I'm a novice with Maker's Mark. I've only had maybe one or two different ones. I just don't have a lot of it. All right. So here is the Kilcolman. You've heard me probably talk, if you've been on a live, you've heard me talk about this quite a bit. It is an Islay Scotch. It's not a, it is peated, but it's a nice peat, and it's got a nice sweetness to it. These guys grow the grain, they blow the glass, they do everything. It's like farm to bottle. They do every single thing on site. I would love to go here someday. They have another one. It's called I'm gonna murder the name. It's Sangri or something like that. This is the only one I can see. They make a cast strength. This is the only bottle of this in town, or in town, that I've seen of it. So if you like a peated Scotch, you like a Lagavulin, this is great. Fantastic. Getting close. I think we're getting. I got this JTS Brown. I think Sean just got one of the. You're right, Peter. It's Sangi, Sanig. I'm not sure. The JTS Brown. This is the Heaven Hill product, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it's bottled and bond. It's great. I think at the time, Whiskey Pants said, I'd love for you to go there. He doesn't like peated Scotch. Oh, I see Neat Bourbon in here. He got a fairly new channel. He was on Whiskey Wisdom Live Friday night. Great guy. If you get a chance, please subscribe to his channel as well. I think you can only get this in Kentucky. It used to be a distillery only. I've not seen it here anywhere. I bought this when I was in Kentucky. Lady walked up to me randomly just started saying, hey, this is something you should buy. And I was like, okay, random lady. Who am I to argue with her? This is, I had some little bit of leftover stuff, and this is the Aviation Gin bottle. I got down to about here, and I decided to, I put it in a water bottle, and I was killing mosquitoes because it was just terrible. So I could not stand the gin. So, not too bad, like I said, for a bottle. But like I said, it's pretty much what I was using for an infinity bottle because I don't like the gin. All right, here's something else. So you may see this sitting on your shelf. This is from Pritchard's as well. He wouldn't do it on camera. This is it's a 70 proof liqueur. It's super sweet. He said, he made me raise my hand. He said, you have to promise me. It's like, okay, I promise you. He goes, never share this with a woman that you don't want to see naked. And I was just like, all right, I will do that. So if you see this on the shelf, you should grab it. Like I said, Pritchard is definitely somebody you want to definitely want to hang out with. This is the Fireball that I poisoned Sean with, and the Whiskey's a Villain tube. I had to go out and buy it. I was so embarrassed that I had to buy this bottle to do that, but the things I do for you guys. And then I got the Bourbon County beer on Thanksgiving. They only had one case. One case was delivered to South End in Tipton County, and he was it. And I bought one. I don't know necessarily, should I wait 5 years? I need someone to reach out to me and tell me, should I go ahead and drink it? I mean, I drink beer from time to time. You're not going to believe what I drink. It's Guinness, of course, if I have a choice. My hat's been crooked the whole time. There we go. Okay. So, like I said, it's not bad. I mean, I think I paid $13 for it. So that's a pretty good price on it. All right. This is an empty box of Lagavulin just because I love it. This is, I'd have to try the Lagavulin 16 and the Kilchoman at the same time to see which one I like better, but I'm pretty sure I would like the Lagavulin better. It's got the right amount of peat. It's got the right amount of flavor. Someone says you have to wait 8 years to drink, or 5 may not be enough. Wow, Peter, I'll have to look that up. So I'll just set it in my cabinet and forget about it for 8 years. Or set a calendar reminder to drink my beer in 8 years. So yeah, it's an empty box, but I just like to keep one of these in here. So one of the few things I keep that's an empty. If you've been watching the channel, you know that this is my wife's. This was $89, which is well out of our handshake deal of what money I'll spend when we're buying alcohol. She goes, you can get it, but it's going to be your Christmas present. So I need to get her to wrap it, and then this is part of what I'm. It's going to get for Christmas. So this is definitely something I drink Christmas Day. We'll take it with us when we go down south to Florida. I'm excited about it. Just love the box. The box is great. It's kind of got a raised charge feeling to it. So that's what that means. I've got a small batch. And I've got a couple of Christmas presents in here, but I don't think my brother's in here. So this is a Christmas present for my brother, but I have one already that I've been drinking. So that's my regular H. Taylor. And probably I don't know that I'll have time to try to blind both of them, but I'm going to try both of them side by side. And I may do a short with that. You can't have not have an eagle rare, at least one eagle rare. We're getting kind of close on that one. But I do have one of these that's going to be a Christmas present for somebody, the Magnum. So that is a large bottle. And I heard, I don't know how much truth there is to this, that they're not making this anymore. So you hear stuff all the time. So, but this is, I think you should be rewarded for not drinking that lager early. And I Canadian Chris, I thought about taking that bottle out and putting something in, but we're going to take it with us to Florida. If I show up and the bottle's been open, I will get trouble. It'll get tossed around while we're traveling. I'll get in trouble. So, and plus I agree to it. I do what I say generally. So, but yeah, the Magnum is, the Magnum does make my hands look small. So yeah, that's why I should put it near my gigantic head. But I think my head still looks big compared to that. So, but this is a Christmas present too. I hate that I can't get it in my cabinet. It's hard to be in there. I got my backup here. So my brother may get this one. I may keep the Magnum. I don't know. It depends on if he likes some of my videos or not. I just found this. It's kind of I thought this was a Christmas set, so I'm pretty excited about this. Make sure that make sure that wasn't my brother saying it. That's not my brother. It's the Origin series. And it looks like it's got the high rye bourbon distillate, the original series bourbon, the original series bottled and bond, and the original series rye. So that's pretty exciting. So I think I paid $29 for this. These are all very expensive bottles here. I was like, yes, please. They're basically I get a good taste of all of them and not have to do that. So Buffalo bourbon enthusiast, glad to see you're here. Hey, if you have a channel, put it in here. I'm going to make you a moderator. I'm trying to make people moderators. I may go back and watch this again. If you have a channel, please, by all means, put your channel in. I definitely want you to be. I definitely want you to promote yourself. That's the best thing we can do. This was something else that the guy Lance did. He tried to put my logo on there. My logo is a little, and I'll explain what my logo is in a second because a lot of people have asked about it. Infinity bottle, so laser etched. So I got to figure out what I want to put in there. I may just pour something. I may not. Infinity bottles are hit or miss. You just don't know what you're going to get. So I mean, there's some logic behind it, and a lot of people love them. But I may just pour something else in here just so I can have something cool in there, something that needs to open up. So if anybody has any ideas of something I should put in there, let me know. This is another. I think this is the. This is the malt whiskey collection. It was a compass box that I found and got in these, and I'm pretty sure these are going to be pretty peaty. Just it was something I thought. Anytime I can find a little bottle of something that I don't normally can get, I'll buy it. That those are easy to get past. My beautiful bride, she's like, all right, well, $20. All right, that's not going to murder us. So. To get back to this is another of the layered Applejack. I'm going to read this real quick. I don't know if you've had this. I think they're like the oldest bottling company, America's oldest family-run distillery is what they're saying. It says, introducing our hopefully very limited pandemic edition. This was during, I won't say the C word, but if you remember a couple years ago, there was this whole thing about masks and stuff. It was either empty shelves or this temporary packaging. And we know that you would not want to run out. So they started doing this. So this is kind of like a rare bottle. I enjoyed what it was. I probably would take some of that Applejack and mix it with maybe the honey or the Fireball, very similar. And it's an 80 proof, just kind of a fall. It seemed like a fall drink, but I think you'd probably make it a pretty interesting, maybe a spring, some type of apple drink with it. So. And I got this, which everyone thought was, when I bought this, was the George C. Stagg in my George C. Stagg video. I can't tell you how many people thought I bought the Stagg. It glows in the dark. We've all had the same discussion. It's the exact same, pretty much the same juice inside of it as that's in the other smoke wagons that are this one. I think they have a Christmas one. I think they have a 4th of July one. I wouldn't be surprised if there's not another one. So. my children are telling me goodbye. So, so there they are. So then this glows in the dark. I think that is everything. And sure. Yep, that's everything in my bar except for some littles. Yep, I have a couple of littles in there, and that's it. So I don't know that we have time to do a StreamYard where people come in, because I really do want you to go to Four Leaf Whiskey and go to her live from here and watch as she talks. She does Irish whiskey. She does a really good job, and I don't want to step on her show. I do want to say thanks to everybody. Please check out Matt from Whiskey Wisdom, Troy from Baker Drinks, RJ the Fed, Cutlass, Sean with Echoes of Eternity, Bourbon School, Buffalo Bourbon Enthusiast. Let's see, Chris with Below Average Bourbon, Whiskey Basket. Whiskey Basket is another guy that's starting out new. And anybody I'm missing, it's nothing personal. Old Fashioned Ways. Just so glad that you guys came here for this live. I've been hesitant to do it because I didn't want to come here and no one show up. Nothing could be more embarrassing than sitting here looking at a screen talking to myself. I hope you enjoyed going through my bar. If you have any questions, my email is in on my About page. I hope anybody has any ideas. Should I paint this white in here? Should I leave it brown? I'm thinking about getting some lighting in here. This is going to be where I keep all my alcohol and bourbon. Any ideas on that? I do want to say thank you so much for liking and commenting on my videos. Really, it is so amazing that people from all over the country will watch my videos, my dumb videos, but I call them dumb videos. I can't imagine why anybody would watch the stuff that I had. But thank you. Really, it does help. And then anybody that you follow, when you hit that thumbs up button, you hit that like button, it helps so much for them. I've seen our videos, it's like rocket fuel as they start to go up. And I've got a video right now. It's got a lot of museum price stuff in there, but it's, people want to know where you can get the old Fitz and the Stag and, the E.H. Taylor barrel proof. We don't have a problem here in West Tennessee. The only thing we can't find is old Granddad 114. And if I drove an hour, I could go get some. Want to try to find it in the hunt. So thanks everyone for the samples. I really appreciate it. You didn't have to do it and you did it. And thank you. And then for me to have 2,000 subscribers, I'm going to see, I think I hit 2,000 like 2 days ago. And I think I'm already almost at, let me see what I can do here. I'll look over here and see if anybody can see what my, hopefully I don't. See, it's reloading right now. I have 2,088. I really appreciate it. Oh, and one other thing, Santa Claus is helping me out. Santa Claus reached out to me and he's doing he says 12 days of bourbon. We got in to do it. He decided, you know what, I'm going to do 25 bourbons of Christmas. So he'll say 12, but then when he gets a little bit in there, he'll start kicking over. So if you could thumbs up that video and like it, maybe Santa would do something cool for you. Maybe Santa will come extra to your house and one of those bottles you like. So if you hit thumbs up on that, maybe comment on those videos. I'll put out one every day. I really appreciate it. So, all right, guys, I want to say, Slanja, thank you. If I can help you, you can reach out to my email. I'll try to help you if I can. I don't do any shipping because just so many people want me to ship things to them. It's just not possible. And I'm just not comfortable doing that. So I feel bad. And hopefully you guys can understand that. Some people get kind of bent out of shape when I can't ship them something. It's like, oh man, come on. But there's like so many people. So, and I feel bad about it. Trust me. But like I said, run over there and go say hi to Four Leaf Whiskey and tell her I sent you. And you guys have a great day. And Slanja, and I can't thank you enough. Thanks, guys.